How are you? Yo, it's cold. Let me wear my sweater. Akukashisi tu.
Hayi ukushisa ngoku. Sawugqiba ngoku. It's only been 3 fixtures, huh? Yeah, so
From Cornwall versus
St. Dunstan's.
don't you want to move it back a bit?
Come, move it where? That way.
Space.
I can check or you can just take it over there. You can just
Table,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because there's no sun yet.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to the Thrilling Finals Day here at the St. Dunstan's College Easter Festival. After days of fierce competition, we've reached the business end of the tournament where only the best remain. Up first, it's an exciting clash between the home side, St. Dunstan's College versus Cornwall Hill College in what promises to be a high-quality semi-finals. Just sit back and enjoy what should be a fantastic showcase of school sport at its very best. And Cornwall get the first turnover of this encounter. It's all to play for in the semi-final. Both teams want to make it to the final, but only one can go to that final. Oh, that's a brilliant deflection from the goal defense. One thing I know about this defensive duo from the St. Dunstan's College is that they're very strong. They're a shooting pair and also a defensive pair. And they cause us so much stress, either if they're playing defensively or in that shooting circle. Oh. Wind defense couldn't hold on from that pass. Now Cornwall have a chance to get their first goal of the semi-final, but unfortunately the goal shooter was caught for a stepping error. I think both teams, when they're getting turnovers, they seem to be playing very quickly. All they have to do after getting their turnover, they have to just play slowly and try to get into the game. Just slow things down. I know the excitement of getting that turnover. Great pressure from the goal attack. Oh, beautiful drive from the goal attack to open up space for the goal shooter. And Cornwall get the first goal of this encounter. Quality of this game, because there's everything to play for that final. And only one team can make it. Oh, what a beautiful intercept from the goal attack. But now they need to, so that they can take the lead for the first time in this quarter. And they do make it count. And Cornwall take the lead for the first time in this encounter. Oh, again, a beautiful intercept from the goal defense. One thing I did say is that the St. Dunstan's College defensive duo, they are very strong. Oh, the goal shooter was very lucky there. Another missed shot. It will be very important for shooters to convert. You can't be missing under the pole. Oh, the shooting duo from Cornwall seem to be doing pretty well in this first quarter. And the home side will need to turn ball. Oh, and they do. Brilliant intercept from the center. They need to make it count. Oh, another misplaced pass. And again, seem to be struggling when they get that turnover. Oh, the shooters need to convert from that distance. It's a semi-final, all to play for. And Dunstan equalize. Much better piece of play from Dunstan. Much better. Beautiful feed to the goal attack. And once again, the home side take the lead. Hands everywhere from the home side. Oh, I was out of a hand. Both of these teams are going pound for pound, and it's the semi-final match we anticipated. Oh, again another missed shot. And that is the end of the first quarter, and the score is a 5-5 between the sides. Again, great attempt for that intercept. A few words from the Cornwall coach to her goalkeeper that she must time those jumps to get those intercepts because she's going in for them early. Oh. Oh! She was not able to hold on from that attempted intercept. Oh, and she gets the rebound from that shot. Listening to the coach's words as she said she must time her jumps. And it didn't even take her more than a minute to follow the instructions from the coach. Much better piece of play from that turnover. And the Cornwall goal shooter makes it count. Oh, and we get the first changes of this encounter. Goalkeeper and goal shooter from the home side, they are swapping. There is literally no time to be waiting to make the changes after the second quarter. Beautiful triangle. Oh. Some really impressive netball from these future stars. It's a high quality game. Both teams are scoring from their center passes now. Oh. Oh, called for breaking. Oh. The center is called for offside. Oh. Oh. And the home side take the lead. and converting from that turnover. But again, they lose their center pass. It's the silly errors, and you can't afford that in the semi-final. Oh, it's a great rebound from the goal attack, and they convert from that turnover. And the power play has started, so every goal counts as 2 goals. Power play is the last 2 minutes of the second quarter and the fourth quarter. Oh! So both teams will have to score from their center passes. That was definitely a 3-second. But the home side is very lucky to not get that 3-second call. Both teams do not want to lose possession in the power play. Oh, second goal for Cornwall Hill College in this power play. They need to play quicker. Yay! And they convert in the right of the death of that buzzer. So both teams have scored 2 goals apiece in that power play, and after the second quarter, the score is they are still level, 14-14. The third quarter is underway. It's the championship quarter. This will make or break the game, but we'll see how both teams perform in this third quarter. They normally say that teams, if they either crumble or they thrive in the third quarter. It's a no goal. The goal shooter is called for pushing. Oh, goal attack is called for a stepping error. The scores are still level. One thing about this attack from Cornwall, oh, she does it again, dragging both defenders to open up and create space for the goal shooter, but she needs to convert from that distance. Again, she's struggling, but she got a hand for that rebound. Oh, shooters can't be missing from that distance. Oh, great pickup from the goal shooter from that tip from the center. Much better shooting. Oh, showing that there's a lot of pressure that the Cornwall defenders are putting to the home side, forcing the home side to make errors. Just shows you they are feeling the pressure. And Cornwall, they score from that turnover, and it's their center pass. Oh, she does it again. Beautiful intercept from the wing attack. There's nothing more impressive when attacking players get those beautiful intercepts. Just showing that Cornwall Hill College side, they are defending as a team. All seven are defending, all seven are attacking. But again, they make a silly error, but at least they have possession. The home side is really struggling in this third quarter. And Cornwall Hill College take the lead, and they are leading by 5 goals. The home side will need to try try and catch up as they are down by 5 goals. Oh, I did say the Cornwall Hill College defenders are putting so much pressure, and again they force another turnover from the home side. They seem to be running away with the game now, as they have a chance to open that gap to just 4-6 goals. Oh, it's a dogfight in that circle. And they open that gap to 6 goals. The home side is making the changes as they are really struggling. Another missed opportunity from that turnover. The home side shooters have really been struggling in the semi-final, and if your shooters can't convert it, then you're not going to get the goals. That's the only difference between the two sides. And like I said, that's the difference between the two circles. The shooters from the Cornwall College team, they are converting their shots, whereas the St. Dunstan shooters, they are missing even from closer range, which is unacceptable in this type of game. This is a semi-final and you want your shooters to convert. And this time around they do, but they are still down by 6 goals. Oh, goalkeeper got the intercept, but he's called for a stepping error. Got less than a minute left for this third quarter. Again, the home side shooters are really struggling in that circle. Well, Cornwall Hill College have enough time to convert from this turnover. Oh, they need to play quicker because they are left with less than 10 seconds. But I don't think they have enough time. And it's another over a third pass. And that is the end of the third quarter, and the score is 23-16 in favor of Cornwall Hill College. It is the fourth and final quarter of this semi-final. The home side is down by 7 goals. And Cornwall pick up where they left off after that brilliant third quarter. All they have to do now to make it to the finals, they just need to keep their center passes. Oh. Oh, they have another chance. And in the second attempt, the goal shooter from Cornwall Hill College converts. And it just shows you that they are leading. All they have to do. Oh, what a brilliant intercept from the goalkeeper. They've put so much pressure to the home side attackers. They've been struggling this whole encounter, and they seem to be running away with this game. Another attempt, and this time around she converts. Oh, what a brilliant intercept from the goalkeeper, fighting for her team to make a comeback in this encounter. Much better shooting from the home side. Do they have enough time to make a comeback? Oh, another forced error. Unforced error, I mean. The attackers aren't coming out. They need to drive to the ball. And they have another chance, but they need to play quicker as time is not on their side. They are left with less than 7 minutes of this semi-final, and they are down by 6 goals. There's still a power play. The last 2 minutes. Oh, much better shooting in this fourth quarter from the home side. And Cornwall Hill College, they seem to be keeping their center passes, and that's the only thing that matters in this last quarter, because they've opened that gap in that third quarter. Oh, and she gets the rebound and she makes it count in that second attempt. Oh, goal shooter called for contact, and the home side need to make this turnover count. They still have a power play. Oh, beautiful baseline drive from the goal shooter, but she needs to make it count from the first attempt. You can't be missing from that distance. But they get a second attempt, and this time around the goal attack makes it count. It's the home side center pass. They are only down by 6 goals. Again. She makes it count again in that second attempt. Oh, this semi-final is making me nervous too. Oh! They get to that turnover. Now they need to make it count. The home side is fighting. It's not over up until the final whistle. Oh, beautiful over ball to the goal attack. Oh, and they bring that deficit to just 4 goals, and it's their center pass. Does the home side have enough time to make that comeback? Oh, that's a brilliant grab from the goal attack, and the home side is fighting very hard. They're only down by 3 goals, and they have another turnover. They just need to calm it down and not get too excited. They need to make it count. Power play. and all to play for in this last 2 minutes of this encounter, and they score to bring that deficit to just one goal. Is the home side making a mouth-watering comeback? It's their centre pass. If they score from their centre pass, they will take the lead for the first time in this fourth quarter. Oh, the goal shooter is called for pushing, and Cornwall have a chance. What a final we are having here. Oh, the wing defense is called for a stepping error, and the home side have a turnover. And if they score from this turnover, they will take the lead for the first time in this encounter. Oh, and they take the lead. They are up. No, it's 28-27. And there's 42 seconds left. 42 seconds left. They need to play quicker. Oh, 20 seconds left. Oh, a miss pass. What a brilliant encounter. Oh, and Cornwall Hill College has made it to the finals.
We are going to go into extra time.
And that is the end of this first semi-final, and Cornwall Hill College take the lead by just one goal. They take the win by just one goal, and the score is 29-28. Unfortunately, the home side will have to play for the third and fourth position, but Cornwall Hill College has made it to the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we start the St. Dunstan's Easter Sports Festival. We're watching the 5th and 6th playoff for the Netballs, and it is St. Dominic's who are starting the game off with a score, and they'll be playing against Pendrin College. Pendulo Makubane here in commentary. I'm not alone, I'm with Betty.
Hi, Bendulo. How are you?
We are moving, Betty. Moving like the girls here, already starting on fire. 1-0. Right in the blink of our eyes. Okay. It's going for the score. Wonderful shots. She had her face in front of her face, and she has equalized the score 1-1.
Both teams that are playing now are unlikely to not make the semis, but all to play for to finish in a better position. Both teams want to finish 5th, so all to play for. It's the last game for both teams today. Center called for a stepping error. The goal defense is called for contact. What a beautiful intercept from the goal defense. So they need to make it count from this turnover.
And take full account they should. Swift movement of the ball, the goal strikers by herself, but great work from the goalkeeper to get that ball back, and the centre's right in position to move the ball swiftly in front for Pendrin College. Nicely into the goal attack. Can't be that close, needs to make sure the pass can move, and another great intercept for the goal defense. It's really good stuff here from the girls. It's unfortunate, really, Betty, that they couldn't make it into the finals. But you can see the quality of the netball is pretty decent from the start. 1 shot each for the teams, 1 score each. And a great pass into the hands of the goal attack. And she just misses it up. And it remains 1-1. Nice intensity for the girls here. And it's a sharp pass from the wing attack. Just doesn't make a good grab, does the goal attack.
The goalkeeper is called for footwork. They just need to settle down. But I understand it's still the first few minutes of the first quarter. Both teams are trying to settle down. But St. Dominic's get their second goal of this encounter.
The goal striker. Me and my football. Betty's looking at me funny. The goal shooter of St. Dominic's. She has fine technique. We were just watching them warm up before the game started. She barely missed. And right now she's showing that skill. Into the hands of the center, hands around her, and she can't make the pass complete. Good work from the goal defense.
And speaking about the goal shooter, if there's one thing that was happening in the previous semi-finals, that it was the game of shooters. The other shooters team were missing, and the other shooters team were converting. And a netball game is won by shooters that actually convert for goals. And the goal attack scores for St. Dominic's. They seem to have settled because they are attacking very swiftly. That's a beautiful feed. Beautifully read by the goalkeeper. But St. Dominic's have another chance as the ball is out of court.
It's a clear height advantage from the shooter as well, and she's using it well. She's 3-on-3 now. They go up 4-1. And that height difference, and it seems as if St. Dominic's understand it well. That's why they're able to feed the ball pretty long. She uses her long levers to catch it pretty nicely. And so St. Dominic's are still pushing up nicely. Great work from the goalkeeper. And into the shooter once more. It's her first miss. And a great rebound. Third time lucky. 5-1. It's clear huge momentum here for St. Dominic's. Unlucky from the goalkeeper. She reads the pass as well. She just doesn't be able to complete the intercept. And into the wing attack. She can't enter the circle. And into the attacker. Great rebound from the shooter. 3. No. It is finally Penryn who get possession of the ball bit. It's been a while, but a quick intercept. Wing defense doing her work fantastically.
And speaking about the goalkeeper from Penryn, just shows you she's reading the ball properly, but the only thing the timing is a bit off. Just needs to get her timing correct, and then she'll get possession of that ball. Again, and clearly see she's getting her timing. She's reading the game very well.
Must be so annoying for St. Dominic's. They're trying to do everything they can. That's a great shot from the goal attack. A little bit further than the ones that she's missed. She's get nothing but net. And she must be so annoying because the moment you feel like you have the feed to your attack or your shooter, her hand just comes out of nowhere and you have to reset the attack over and over again. And with 10-minute halves, basically you have around 31 minutes left in the game. It means that as the game goes, she'll be able to flow into her rhythm much more better. Then she'll become a real problem. The goal defense now coming into the to work as well, but she's called back. Ooh, just doesn't go through.
An overcooked pass and another overcooked pass, and St. Dominic's get possession. Oh, that's a beautiful feed to the goal shooter. And this time around, she converts.
Penryn don't want to fall too far behind here because St. Dominic's are clearly dominating. The great work from the shooter again continues. But the ball is lost back to Penryn. Goalkeeper doing all aspects of her game pretty well. The center coming into support. Great pocket work from the wing defense to just get into positions. And finally the feed goes straight into the hands of the shooter. She tries to go backwards to create a bit more space. The defense of St. Dominic's is pretty decent. And eventually she has a shot. Ooh, don't want to miss those. The opportunities are far and few in between. It remains 7-1.
Penryn really struggling in that attack because she was forced to take that long range shot. Oh, another misplaced pass. But Penryn have another chance to bring their goal tally to just 2 goals as they are down by 6 goals. So they need to take care of their passes because they need the goals. And one thing that Penryn has been doing, they've been playing very slowly. Much better piece of play. Still struggling to convert. Oh, a beautiful tip from the goal defense. And that is the end of the first quarter. And the score is a 7-1 in favor of St. Dominic's Boksburg. And the second quarter is fully underway, and St. Dominic's seem to pick off where they left off after that first quarter. They get the first intercept of the second quarter. Another beautiful feed into the goal shooter. It's too easy inside that circle. The defense will need to tighten things up before St. Dominic's run away with this game.
Both teams having won 4 games each. So you would expect that they would play some really good netball. And a great intercept from the goal attack. It's their second intercept for Penryn. Finally having some movement. The shooter just spending too much time with the ball in her hand. Must move, but there's a little bit of a foul from Penryn. They get the ball back. The center into the goal attack. Goal shooter just pops it down to the attack. Into her face, the goalkeeper, and she rebounds smoothly. The wing defense creating the attack now with the goal attack down the right-hand side. Great pass from the center if it locked in. But a nice little battle coming in the attack here for St. Dominic's between the goalkeeper and the goal shooter. And she misses this time, the shooter. 2 hands in her face. Only net is what she wants. That's going to be 8-1 now for St. Dominic's. It's really running away, like you were saying, Betty. They don't want that to happen. But now 7 goals. This attack must count for something. The shooter has space, but footwork that's been called and they lose the ball. Hey, that's nice.
You just need to calm down. Oh, that's a beautiful feed. And the goal shooter has possession. And Penryn score their first goal in this second quarter. There's a lot of tired legs. These ladies have been playing, and it's their last game of the Easter festival.
See, and this must be the frustrating thing for Penryn. Every single time they score, St. Dominic's fight back immediately. And so that goal has been eliminated. The difference is still 8 goals. The wing defense now for Penryn working with the center into the shooter. Great effort from the goalkeeper, but the fantastic hands from the attacker, and even sweeter for the strike. She gets one back now, 10-3. Finally, some momentum coming for Penryn. They must just stop this. They get the ball back, luckily. They must get another one. Get the momentum moving. Goal defense into the center. Great pass, overhooking it. Wing attack into the center. And now into the D. Lovely shot. This is what they need now, Betty. They've brought it down to 6.
That's very impressive from Penryn College. As you can see, they've settled down and they are scoring goals in the second quarter. So now they need to capitalize on their center passes. Oh, love the patience from Penryn College. Much better second quarter. Oh, and unable to convert.
It's actually a contrast of styles here between St. Dominic's and Penryn. St. Dominic's move very quickly off the ball, and the ball doesn't even stay too long with each and every player. And then what you say with Penryn, much more patient, much more slower. Look at how quickly they got the ball into the shooter, in and out, into the attacker. She's already scored 2, and this will be her 3rd, taking that score up to 11.
That's the beauty of netball, Bendula, because you have to play the way your teams. If the other team is playing faster and you're gonna play like the other team, then it won't work. They can clearly see that they play better if they slow down the game. Much better from Penryn College. They've really stepped up in the second quarter. They've scored from another turnover from St. Dominic's. Oh, beautifully read from the goal defense.
See, I guess they needed a little bit of a talk, Penryn, to get themselves back into a groove. Because it does seem like the style of netball they play requires a lot of thoughts. It requires a lot of great coaching as well to be executed, especially when the team that you're playing against is so frantic against you. You need to have a calm head about yourself. The goalkeeper has been playing really well in terms of defense, and they need to work it out. And then she hooks it back into the middle. The center has the wing defense, and the wing attack is her option. Goal attack is being stopped in her options, and the center does well to intercept the ball, just breaking that flow, because Penryn were looking good. An early jump from the wing attack, wing defense, and it allows the ball to come in, and it'll be intercepted.
Goal attack call for a short pass to the goal shooter. And there's only less than a minute left for the start of the power play in the second quarter. Oh, but Penryn have possession again as it's another turnover. They need to open up. Oh, that's a beautiful feed to the goal attack. And she converts from another turnover. Penryn. And the power play is fully underway. Just to remind you that the power play happens in the second and fourth quarter. And it's the last 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarter, and every goal counts as 2 goals. Oh, St. Dominic's has closed Penryn, struggling, and they don't want to shoot from distance because they don't want to miss. They want to be in a comfortable position, and they score their first goal in this power play. Penryn really fighting. Oh, that's a beautiful feed to the goal shooter.
The issue now is that all of the work that they did in the first 8 minutes of the quarter can be undone by these last 2 minutes. If St. Dominic's are able to score the ball properly over and over again with double scores, that lead, that deficit they were trying to eliminate will be all gone. And if they score now, that means that they'll get 6 points all of a sudden in the last 2 minutes. And if the math is correct, Penryn only scored 5 goals this quarter only. So already, if they score this, they have eliminated every of the goals that Penryn have scored. And so the timing of the attack and of the charge for St. Dominic's is pretty smart here. into the goal shooter. The goal attack is by herself. That's 8 points taken now since the power play. They're building it up to 19. This must be painful.
And that is the end of the second quarter, and the score is 19-8 in favor of St. Dominic's.
We're coming back. Penryn, they built up a good string of goals, and then all of a sudden it was St. Dominic's who came back at the power play. And so now here comes St. Dominic's. Up over they go. And the goal attack, who scored a couple in the second half, just doesn't get it to go over the rim. Second chance opportunity, same miss. The goalkeeper can't snatch the rebound. Shooter's chance, different issue. And finally, 4 times a charm for Penryn. 9-10, 9-19.
Penryn will be very disappointed with the way they played in that last 2 minutes of that power play, because what St. Dominic's has done in that power play is just open up the gap, making it even difficult for Penryn to catch up. They are down by 11 goals. Goal attack called for contact. Oh, that's a beautiful deflection from the center. As much as Penryn are down by 11 goals, they are really showing the fight.
At this point in time, even though they won't get a medal, they still don't want to leave the tournament and the festival with their heads low. Don't want to leave with such a huge defeat down. So the shooter has another opportunity. Fantastic defense from the goalkeeper, but the goal shooter has another opportunity, and she makes sure this time it's going to go to 10-20. It's a 10-point difference. The ball is off with St. Dominic's. The attacker grabs a superb catch, but she has no one to support her for the offload, and straight down the wing attacks hands. Goal shooter looking for options. There are none. The wing defense is there to intercept the ball. It's nicely done from the wing defense. And smooth movement. The goal attack into the circle now for the goal shooter. She hasn't changed positions, and why would you? She's so clinical in her work. She moves the score to 21-10. It's really going away for Penryn. The center pops it over to the goal shooter. Wing attack, dancing her way into the position to feed the ball into the shooter. That's a long shot. It's a very long shot. It goes from back rim to front rim and out.
The goal shooter not too comfortable in taking that longer range shot. But I love that. As much as they have a big goal margin, they are not taking the risks of shooting far from the goal post. But Penryn have another turnover, but the goalkeeper is called for 3 seconds. No one is coming out to support the goalkeeper.
In the ball goes. St. Dominic's playing a game of high percentages, and the goalkeeper, she's been very good. Contact, she's going to fall down. She got obstructed on her way to a position. The wing attacker now will come down. The wing defense has been really good in distributing the ball for Penryn. There she is now. Plays a very tidy game in controlling it for Penryn. Wing attack, can't get the ball. Just popped up a little bit too far for her from the center. And so Penryn, with time going by, they'll slowly see this game fade away, unless if they try and get a little bit of a run like how they did in that second quarter. But so far it's been St. Dominic's who are dominating with the wing defense, and the great intercept from Penryn's center into the attacker. Right down to that left wing, the center again. She's looking for possibilities on where to go, and she holds on to the ball for a bit too long. But probably got that into the shooter's hands. 11-22.
Ball out of court. The goal attacker struggled to get control of that ball. And it's a turnover for St. Dominic's. One thing St. Dominic's has been doing is, as much as they've opened a big margin, they won't make it easy for Penryn to make a comeback. And again, one thing that happens is that when teams get a turnover, they will have this thing of playing faster. It's like when you get a turnover, you get excited. They forget that you have to slow down. Oh. A great effort for that tip from the goalkeeper. She's been getting a lot of tips to show that she's been switched on from the start of this game.
And she hasn't even broken a sweat. She's hard work, great fitness and conditioning. She's still scooting around, ensuring that that ball doesn't make its way into the net, and importantly into the hands of the goal shooter, who now has the rebound. That's why she's trying to prevent the ball from getting into the hands of the goal shooter. She's lethal within any bounds of that inner ring. And here she gets the ball back again. She's going to swiftly work her way towards the net. The wing attack is an option for the center. The goalkeeper now into the face of the goal attack. Nicely done. Slips it into the goal shooter's hands, and she makes it 2-2 in a matter of seconds. And that lead now expanding to 13 points. Penryn falling behind pretty quickly, and the center is making it even worse with that deflection from St. Dominic's. No flow, no rhythm for Penryn. At least now they are in that final third. They're in that attacking third. They have to make it count somehow. There's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the quarter. She overshoots. There's been issues where they've been undershooting the ball, hitting the front rim as they go, overcompensates. That's been the issue over the point of the game for Penryn. And finally, the adjustment works. 12-24. St. Dominic's are having a good bye-bye to the Easter Festival here at St. Dunstan's College. They're really having a good sending off. The goal attack now, she's having a hot hand. There's no hand that isn't hot between her and the goal shooter. And even the defense is working well for St. Dominic's, winning the ball back with this intercept. Wing attack, she's been playing a very good role without no one seeing. They'll have an opportunity to shoot here, St. Dominic's. She plays a faulty pass. Goal defense is way out of her mark. Goal shooters by herself. Expansion to 26-12.
St. Dominic's has really put the foot on the pedal in this third quarter. They've run away with the game, making it very difficult for Penryn to even attempt to make a comeback. And that is the end of the third quarter, and the score is 26-12 in favor of St. Dominic's, who've pulled the plug in this third quarter. The fourth and final quarter is underway, and it's the power play quarter. The last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter will be power play. Just to remind you guys that every goal counts as 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of this game. And Penryn gets the first turnover of this quarter. Goal attack gets the first goal. I think they will look to touch that 40-goal mark. And Penryn responds with their first goal in this final quarter. Oh, so unlucky for the center to not keep that ball in play.
Feels like it might flow like how it flowed in the second quarter. St. Dominic's continuing up to 29. And if it goes in the same flow as it did in the second quarter, it will be Penryn trying to go an all-out attack. And by the time the quarter ends, when the power play arrives, St. Dominic's will then score. Look at that shot. They were missing far more easier chances than that, and that sinks beautifully in for the goal attack. She's feeling it, but the wing defense feels it even more. She gets a clean intercept. Goal shooters all by herself. The goalkeeper needs more work, but at least she's full of energy. They get the ball back. Is it contact? So it has to be St. Dominic's shot. In it goes, and all of that effort for them running down the track's just been eliminated so easily by St. Dominic's. You wonder how, or how better you have to be in order for you to win. Their shooting has been really good in this game.
Yeah, it's the shooters that win you games. If your shooters don't convert, then unfortunately you won't have the points on the scoreboard. The goal shooter from St. Dominic's has been very, very accurate in this encounter. She probably has a goal percentage of more than 80%, to be quite honest. And that's impressive. But the goal attack says if she can shoot from that distance, I can also do the same. That's a great response as they've converted from that turnover. But now they have to keep their center pass. And they seem to be struggling.
It's not easy. You don't want to drop your heads. You see the scoreboard. You know that you are very far behind. But the thing is, right now, if they just work themselves into 2-3 more goals without conceding, which they have the risk of doing so now, and they do from the goal shooter. She's only missed 3 times in the entire match since I've seen. That tells you something if the score is 30 up. They'll be starting it off. She plays a composed game into the wing attack. The goal attack is being closed down by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper can't do much with that. There's a huge height disadvantage. And she's so quick. And when they score off that turnover, Betty, and they get the ball back, they make sure that they make it 2-2 in less than a second. So that Penryn fall 2 behind for their mistake. Right now they're getting into the hands of the goal attack, who's made 2-2 this quarter. That's her first miss. She can't rebound it back to the wing attack. The goal attack is deep into the hands of the wing attack. The goal shooter is asking, begging for it, and very nicely done from St. Dominic's. That is such a clean attack to get it up to 32.
The transition in attack for St. Dominic's from a turnover has been very brilliant in this fourth quarter. And one thing that's been, the goal shooter will pull out the circle, out the D, and then pulling her goalkeeper, leaving the circle wide and open, creating space for the goal attack. And that's been their game plan, this whole game actually. Goal shooter called for contact. And Bendulo, you can clearly see even now the goal shooter is out of the circle.
The goal shooter finally gets it in. She had a streak of not getting it, and finally it lands. And most importantly about that tactic, the goal shooter goal shooter of St. Dominic's find it difficult when the goalkeeper is on her. Goal attacker makes it 34, a quick response. When the goalkeeper of Penryn is on the goal shooter, she doesn't have an easy time as she normally does. So when she does that stepping out, the goalkeeper is left by herself, and the only person who can run is the goal attack. So she dislodges herself from that defensive pest that she has to deal with, and it makes it easier for her to score. That's why she hasn't missed this quarter. She hasn't had the goalkeeper mark her at all. And so it's very smart work, very smart tactics. And she misses again, the goal shooter of Penryn. It's not easy. And the rebound quickly done from the goal defense. And now they're moving nicely 30 seconds before we start the power play. Goal shooter is up, and here's that mismatch happening again, but she plays a forced pass over the heads of the goal attack. The goal defense, she's pretty tall for St. Dominic's. This power play has begun. So two goals count for each score, and that's number one. That's going to go to 36. This is the only hope for Penryn. They must score 9, now 10. But with the way that things have been going, it hasn't been happening.
St. Dominic's, like I said, they will look to chase that 40 goal mark. But do they have enough time to get to 40? They just need one goal from this power play. But Penryn will look to finish strong. And again, it's another turnover for St. Dominic's. Another forced pass from the St. Dominic's attack. A much better feed to the goal attack, and they get to their first goal in this power play. And that is the end of the fourth quarter, and the full-time score is 40-18 in favor of St. Dominic's, who have finished fifth in the St. Dunstan's College Easter Festival. And Penryn College will end the tournament as number 6.
High School versus St. Dunstan's College. On court 3 we have position 11 and 12, St. Dominic's Valcourt.
We'll now get ready for that final, Betty. It was unfortunate that Penryn didn't come into the party because they played so well during the group stages, but St. Dominic's were just that much better. Now we're going to set up for the big one. It's going to start in 10 minutes' time.
seconds.
A very warm welcome to you all on this exciting finals day here at the Dunstan College Easter Tournament. It is the final. My name is Betty Maklama and I am not alone in commentary. Mpendulo, how are you today?
Last game, we are moving. See how these teams are going to go. It's a nice warm day. It's a pleasant day. And both these teams played very highly contested semi-finals, winning by 1 point each against the respective teams. Harties beating Hillcrest by 1 point, 37-36, and Cornwall beating the home team, St. Dunstan's. I'm sure a lot of broken hearts around here at St. Dunstan's College. But then we are getting ready to see who will be crowned the champion of the festival.
We're just waiting for one.
And Hartis is the team that is wearing the pink dress, and Cornwall Hill College is the team that is wearing the red and navy kit.
Two.
And the final is fully underway. Cornwall Hill College with the first center pass. Oh, what a brilliant intercept from the goal defense. Already making a statement that if you're going to play those balls, I'll get it. And it's another turnover as Cornwall Hill College, Artis, I beg your pardon, has been called for a 3-second call. It's going to be a battle of defenses in this final.
And now, Cornwall Hill, they're going to get the first score? No, they can't. The ball is just overshot to the back rim. And so Harties, they're going to make their way back straight into the hands of the goal defense, who does her work fantastically. Down to the wing attack, now goal attack. Pass almost short, but right on time. Great work from the goal defense of Harties. But she's been called. It's been called back. Ball just tapped out of play. She did really well to intercept that pass. Now the goal shooter. Can she redo? Yes, she redoes. That's the first point in now of this final of the St. Dunstan's College Easter Festival. It goes to Cornwall Hill, the team from Pretoria, versus Harties from the northwest in the east of Gauteng. Harties have a little bit of an attack here to the hands of the goal shooter. Hard defense, very good defense. The goal defense is scooting around, making sure there's no vision, but the goal shooter won't be deterred. That's 1-1.
Another brilliant intercept from the goal defense. One thing that I did mention earlier is that it will be a battle of defenses in this final. Goalkeeper called for contact. Oh, I love the tactics from the artists because yesterday they were taking long range shots, but I think they understand the magnitude of this final that let's rather be safe and not take any risk, but by taking long range shots. If we have to play each other closely and shoot closer to the pole, then let it be. Oh, some brilliant defensive work in that circle's edge, and a beautiful pop and a beautiful feed to the goal shooter, and they make that intercept from the center, from the circle edge count. Goal attack was nearly called for a 3-second call. Unfortunately, the goal defense from Cornwall was already late to get that intercept.
Danger signs for Cornwall Hill here. Danger signs, they need to make this possession count, but goodness me! The goal defense sharp and the wing attack wins it back instantly. This is some fiery stuff in the middle of the court, and into the attacking third now for Cornwall Hill. The center is being obstructed. Contact on her from the wing defense of Harties. It's going to be hard to feed the ball into the goal shooter here with so much hands from Harties, but it's an easy one bounce and down the net. 6-3. They got a really good boost. Harties scoring from an intercept and then scoring again. So that intercept was sandwiched in between two scores for Harties, which is what boosted that 3-0 lead they got from their goal shooter, who's been fantastic. Now the center has the ball. She can't shoot into the goal shooter. She opens up the space very well onto the left-hand side. Not even hands can stop her. 6-4.
Cornwall Hill College are really catching up. They were down by 4 goals, but they're only down by 1 now. And if they get the turnover, they will level the score. This final will go down till the wire. Foot out of court for the goal attack, and Cornwall, they get the turnover.
They level it up. That is great composure from Cornwall Hill, and scoring it off the intercepts as well makes it an opportunity to go up 7-6 now. Goal attack comes in to catch the ball. Goal defense is making it easy, not making it easy. Goalkeeper wins the ball back for Harties. Clearly there's a lot of Harties fans around us. Goal defense building it up to the center, but the goal attack of Cornwall Hill throws her hand in. It's going to be a throw-in coming in for Harties, the wing defense. Lethal passing job from the deep into the center, down to the wing attack on the right-hand side for Harties. She overshoots the pass. The goal attack of Harties, she's pretty tall and she's pretty stocky as well. She has a big build. So strong physicality where she won't be pushed off her space. So they're trying to feed the ball above everyone else so that she can catch it because she's just that much taller. Didn't work that time, and so Cornwall can walk the ball up the court. Center, who's been doing well to feed it to her goal attack. The goal shooter has been absolutely fearsome in front of the net. She hasn't missed much after the resurgence of Cornwall. They've scored 5 in a row. Oh, that was close to 6, and the goal defense with a fantastic rebound. She grabs it to the wing attack. Goal attack gets the pass cleanly to the center. She was almost into that center circle. She can't get it through the goal defense. She played a shooting pass right through. The ones that lob over normally land to the goal attack. She's trying to compensate for the ball that was thrown over. This time going straight in. The goal defense is hugging the goal attack for Harties. Center now down to the wing attack. The interceptions, like you were saying, Betsy, it's a game of defenses, and the defense of Cornwall is now right on the mark. Right on the mark. They're closing every passing line, and they're closing up the space for the goal shooter and attacker to receive that ball. 6-6.
Cornwall has less than 20 seconds, and if they convert from this turnover, they will take the lead, and they take the lead for the first time in this encounter. And that is the end of the first quarter, and the score is 7-6 in favor of Cornwall Hill College.
We're coming back for the second quarter. This is the power play quarter. Last 2 minutes count a lot, as you can make or break the game. Power play every second and fourth quarter. In Cornwall, they had the upper hand. They scored 6 unanswered goals at the back of the half. They were down 6-1 and eventually found themselves up 7-6, scoring with the last seconds of the first quarter. Good call there from the goal shooters. She's asking for it to be a through pass, and the goal attack is very good. The lady with the ribbons on her hair, she's very good for Harties. They've just switched positions. She was goal attack, she was goal shooter, she's now goal attack. She didn't miss for Harties, and now she is playing some very good feeds into the goal shooter. Cornwall now, the goal attack. She was goal shooter first quarter. She too didn't miss much. She only missed once, and she has scored 6 of the 7 goals with only 1 miss. That's a great conversion rate.
Oh, definitely, Mpendulo. The shooters also in this encounter have been very impressive. You can hear the coach from Cornwall Hill College shouting, girls, when you get a turnover, you need to calm down. Oh! We are witnessing a greater final. If we were to pick a player of the match right now, Mpendulo, it would be the goal defense of Harties. She's been fighting for her team to get those turnovers, but they need to make it count and convert. And again, the goal shooter was not able to hold on from that feed. So Cornwall have another turnover. Goal defense from Martis is getting the intercepts, but the attack needs to make it count. And they do.
Clap of frustration from the goal defense of Harties when she missed that intercept which led to that goal. But she's reading the game well. And now the contest is starting to be finely done. The goal shooter takes a great catch. Risky pass coming from the center, but she nails it on the mark. Green lines between her and the goal shooter. And so it's 9-9. Great pass. Obstruction coming from the center of Harties. She really clattered into the center of Cornwall. Wing attack. She's offside. They're really fighting hard here, the Harties girls, but they're just being overzealous, Betty. In as much as you want to be there in the defense, you don't want to constantly give the other team the ball to work themselves up into the court piece by piece. It means they have one less pass to make until they get the ball to their shooter who can then score. And that's what's been happening now for Harties in their defense. At least now their offense is also flowing. And the goal attack, she's been very good in front of the net. She hasn't missed much. Now Cornwall with the wing attack. The wing defense needs to find a feed to her center. Her center is too far away and there's obstructions in between for her to get that ball. And so it's still going to be what Cornwall at least. Ball naughtily going into that other court, but it's going to remain with Cornwall. Great feed, obstruct, big contact coming from the center. It's a lovely context between center and center. Goal attack, she's great. She's great. The goal attack of Cornwall and the goal attack of Harties, including that goal defense of Harties, they've been just majestic. And those are my three so far to pick in terms of how to get this game flowing. It's 11-10 for Cornwall, and that's that goal attack again. She scores again. She hasn't missed. She really hasn't missed.
And both the goal attacks have been very cool, calm and collected. It just shows you the level of maturity because they know it's a final. So impressed by both the teams. Whoever is going to win this game, it's a team that makes the least errors, to be quite honest.
Couldn't agree with you more, Betty. The level here is actually pretty high. When the ball makes its way to the shooters, they make sure. I'm sure for the whole match we have a plus 80% shooting conversion for both goal shooters and attackers for both sides. But even the way that they're stopping the ball from getting into the attack, it's a quick intercept and they make sure after they intercept, they get the ball to their attackers. And here's this goal attack of Harties again. She's incredible. Fine technique. She's so composed. She never feels rushed even when hands are in front of her. Playing a 1-2. It doesn't work. Harties, they are just 1 point ahead. We are a minute and a half away from the power play. And maybe that power play is also going to be a game breaker here. So you don't want to lose momentum 30 seconds or a minute before that power play starts, because you can really find yourselves behind. Cornwall having their backs against the wall here. They must defend hard. They win the ball back. It's a turnover to them. To the center, to the goal attack, to the goal defense. Great feed into the goal attack. Pops it over to a free center. She covers a lot of distance, the goal attack. She puts herself in advantageous positions. And when she has to shoot, she makes sure it's 12-12.
Can hear the coach from Cornwall Hill College telling the girls to be patient and not play fast. We know very well they have a very brilliant coach, Chinam Dao, who's used to play for the Sport Proteas and currently in the squad for the Gauteng Jaguars that will be playing in the Telkom Netball League. It's only 30 seconds left before the start of the power play. And both teams won't want to make errors in this power play and give up possession.
Power play.
You can see the teams, at least defense is really hyped up because so hyped up to get a turnover so they can get advantage of that 2 points from the Cornwall Hill College Center pass. But Cornwall scored the first goal of this power play.
Now is the time that matters the most in this quarter. 2 points per score. You do not want to have a goal unanswered against you, because if you concede 2, all of a sudden you're 4 goals behind. So 1 goal is in. Ball is popped over. Goal shooter can't get into it. Great hands coming in. The goal attack needs to find her goal shooter, which she does. The goal defense can't do much with that. She's on a height disadvantage, and so it's paid back instantly by Harties. 15-15. Over to the goal score shooter. She's pretty far. She's pretty far. That's a great shot. That's absolutely fantastic. It was a teaser that rolled around the rim just for a couple of seconds until it's made its way down the net. It's a great score for 17-15 for Cornwall. Into the center now. They're moving it swiftly. The goal shooter has been contacted. She has a free shot. She's wasting no time. They're moving up 17-17. It's a real power play. Even the energy is up, Betty. Everyone is screaming. Everyone is shouting. Even I'm getting excited here with the ball moving quickly. Obstruction. Ball comes back to the goal defense. The wing attack is down here with the goal attack. Contacts being made. A lot of work for the referee here because the ball is moving quick. The goal attack. She's in favorable positions. And she makes sure. Hasn't missed the entire quarter. She only missed once in the first quarter. The shooting has been impeccable. It's going to be 19-17 to end the quarter.
You can see Mpendulo also, the coach is so hyped up after Cornwall Hill got that last goal of the power play. So we'll take a break and come back for the third quarter. third quarter is fully underway. We call this the championship quarter because normally it makes or breaks the team performance, and the wind defense gets the first intercept of this third quarter. And one thing I've noticed about Cornwall High School, Hill College, I beg your pardon, is that they are very good when it comes to the third quarter.
It's always the penultimate before the end that makes it. And if it starts this quarter in any way that the previous one ended, we are in for a very fine final 20 minutes of netball. Goal attack. She's been clinical. And she continues being clinical. She hasn't missed the whole match. That says something about her work. Wing defense now for Cornwall. They go down the right-hand side, the wing attack, almost risking holding the ball for over 3 seconds. She gets the... I don't know how they worked that ball into the goal shooter. And she misses. She misses. How much is that going to count for? It's still 19-18. Down to the hands of the wing attack. Supportive play. A little bit slower now, but more composed in how they're measuring up their netball. Steadily moving the ball up into the D. Little bounce pass to the wing attack. Goal defense is great. She's been fantastic. She continues being so. A little bit of a fumble from the goal attack. Little bit lazy because she was well within the third where she can get the ball. And down to the goal attack again. We don't even have to say it anymore, Betty. Once she's in that arena and in that zone, it's a guaranteed bucket.
It's a beautiful feed to the goal shooter. And Abdis has taken the lead in this third quarter. Oh, unlucky from the goal defense to read that well and wanted to take that pickup. Goalkeeper is called for contact, and the goal shooter converts from that second attempt. Bendulo, this is a real final. Brilliant defensive work from the goalkeeper to give that deflection, and a beautiful pickup from the goal defense. You need to be patient. And they'll want to convert from this turnover. And this time around they do, and they take the lead once again.
The goal shooter missed that first one. Now she makes sure of the second. Great intercept coming from the goal defense of Harties. She wins the ball back very nicely for her team. They're moving it easily into the forward areas. The final third is lingering and is received by the goal attack. She has to find a good pass into the wing attack. Contact, and they continue moving the ball forward. She's trying to pry spaces in, and she gets into that dominant position where she's 100% for the game. For 3 shots in a row, Betty, she's scored shots at the exact same spot under the left rim with the exact same shot she has scored. And it's a turnover for Cornwall Hill. No. Must restart that. Push it up into the final third. The center needs to cover a lot of distance, and she does well to keep possession of that ball. The feed is erroneous. The feed is erroneous. Still 21-21. Each attack counts. Each possession counts here. And each score is worth gold dust. Continuing with Harty's ball. They are deep into their defensive third. They need to gain a lot of territory. Goal defense will feed it to a wing attack, but the wing attack of Cornwall intercepts. It's great stuff from Cornwall here. The game is being played fiercely into the midfield. The wing attack dummies the wing defense and into the goal shooter. ball just tapped. It's fearsome. The midfield play is so amazing to watch because it's not that the players are making bad decisions in the passes they want to play. They are also getting read like that. The wing attack was open, but the center got into that very quickly. The goal attack, she only has missed once, and she continues with that 95 plus conversion rate.
Cornwall called for breaking, and it's a turnover for Harties, who are looking to equalize. The goal attack has been very accurate. Now the Harties are making a change. They are swapping again with the goal attack and goal shooter, making that change.
Let's see how this gets to work. The goal shooter of Harties, she's been very important in creating her own opportunities. Now she's going to rely on others to get her into her spot. She has shot so well. 5 of 5 for the quarter. Now the goal attackers who's playing now, who was the goal shooter before, she too has been playing well. The great intercept from the goalkeeper. Harties have a spunk onto their step now. The goal attack will move the ball onto that left-hand side. Wing attack looking to find the goal shooter. Contact. Harties still with the ball inside the inner ring. She can go for a shot, which she does. They extend the lead by 2. It's the first time since the power play in the first round, in the second round, in quarter, that we're seeing a point deficit of 2. It's been true pound for pound, a game that is truly a final here. The wing attack for Harties. She can try and feed that forward, but she's obstructed by the wing attack of Cornwall. Goal shooter, she's by herself. She hasn't missed from that spot. A robotic performance from the goal shooter. It's absolutely ridiculous. They get the lead up to 3 points now. Cornwall must fight back. Remember, in the first round, they were behind by 6 goals. And they were able to go for a 7 unanswered goal run. Thanks courtesy to their goal shooter, who is amazing at what she does, but she hasn't been getting feeds. In it goes. 24-25. Unfortunately, it was coming from their own center pass, so that means Harties can easily respond. It's a turnover.
And they have a chance to bring that deficit to just 1 goal, but unfortunately, and Harties converted. They had a chance. The coach, you can see she's begging for her team to have some concentration in the dying seconds of this third quarter. You don't want Harties to open a big gap to make things difficult for the fourth quarter. Another beautiful feed to the goal shooter. And a brilliant shot. Cool, calm, and composed when it comes to taking those shots, which is very impressive for the magnitude of this game, which is a final. Both teams want that gold medal, and a brilliant intercept from the goalkeeper. Now they need to stay calm as they need to capitalize from this turnover. Another deflection from the goal defense. Does Harties have enough time to convert from this turnover? That's a contact from the goalkeeper. And Harties make it count. You need to take the ball to the shooting circle. They don't have enough time. And that is the end of the third quarter, and the score is 27-24 in favor of Harties. The fourth and final quarter is underway. Will Cornwall Hill College make a comeback to win this gold medal match, or will Harties extend their lead and take the trophy?
A 3-point difference between the two teams. Harties had a good 2 runs in that third quarter, which saw them just push that lead up to 4 points now, because for the majority of the game it's been pound for pound, 1 point difference between the teams, and so a 4-point difference is a massive one. But they can get it back in the power play, and if they get it with this shot, the goal shooter misses. Interesting, they don't have their goal attack, who has been playing for the first 3 quarters, who's been far and out their best shooter. And so, see how the level of depth for Cornwall Hill is going to work here. Without the lady who's been playing goal attack for the past 2, it's going to be big shoes to fill. The goal shooter who was trying to intercept that pass, she's been fantastic for Harties. And she has the ball now, really, and the only person who's been as good as her has been the goal attack of Cornwall, who's no longer in the game. And so Harties boost that lead by 5. I don't know, Betsy, any reason why they would remove such a critical player who made sure that they get themselves always on point.
Maybe the coach is looking for something different in that shooting circle, but we'll see if the changes will make a difference. But as it stands, Harties have taken the lead by 6 goals. And the goal attack misses the first attempt in this final. Will Cornwall make a comeback, or will Harties increase their lead?
Cornwall Hill coach very vocal about what her team must do. The defense, but they get their hands into that goal shooter. The moment it gets into her hand, it's story done. Definitely my player of the match. She has been nothing short of sensational, the Harties goal shooter. And the thing is, they scored off the intercept, so they have a chance of making it 2 quick goals without time passing. They're going to attack down the right-hand side, and the Cornwall Hill defense mustn't lose their power now, but now they're just meandering. That intensity that they had in the first 3 quarters is dying out, but at least the goalkeeper can still stick out a hand. Can they move swiftly here into the center? Allows it with a tap bounce. She's looking for options, and 3-second count. Just saying that they're looking on their heels here, Cornwall. They don't have the same stride that they had. That's shown by the fact that no player was able to find space so that the center could get a pass off. And so it's an unfortunate turnover for Cornwall. At least they got the ball back. Harties down to the center. Into the goal attack. This is not easy if they're trying to find the goal shooter. They make it easy if they hit it with a bounce pass to her over the top. She hasn't been able to receive good feeds. Something along those lines haven't been on her. Great feed into the goal shooter of Cornwall. Very important shot, and she lands it to bring that deficit down to at least 3 shots if the power play has to start.
And you can see that the coach, the changes she made for the fourth quarter haven't been working out. The goal attack that was playing the first 3 quarters has came back to finish off the game as they are trying to make a comeback. So the umpire has called back a reset. Oh, what a brilliant intercept from the center. So frustrating to be getting a turnover and not capitalizing on your own center passes. There's only less than 5 minutes left for this final, and Cornwall Hill College have a chance, which means they need to have an impressive power play if they want to have a comeback for this final.
Time is flying now. Cornwall Hill maybe bringing back their goal attacker. She just needed a bit of a rest or trying a tactical change. It would have been much better maybe to try that change in the third quarter rather than in crunch time. And the goal attack, that's why she's come back into the game, because she's the one who scores. That was really nicely done.
Does Cornwall Hill College have enough time to make a comeback? They are down by just 5 goals. And there's still a power play in Bendulo. There's still a power play. And they get another turnover, but they need to capitalize on it. Coach is shouting, no one is opening up. They need to create some space and come out.
Hard fight in the circle here for the girls. Cornwall, they have a chance to at least get a couple of points back. It's a 5-point deficit. The shooter with a 1 down the throat, and it is down the throat. At least the difference now is a 2-shot difference once we get into the power play. It's all about minimizing the work that you have to do once you get into that power play.
Oh, the defensive pressure from Huntleys, because they don't want to let go of this lead. They need to convert from this turnover, because if they score from here, it's their center pass.
And that shot is going to come in from the deep. That was going to be an incredible shot. So deep, almost on the line of the center of the circle. And now with 10 seconds to go, the power play is nigh. If Harty is a score here, they will get an added bonus and get a 6-point boost. Very important for Cornwall to stop this. Very important for them to stop this. Otherwise, that lead will balloon, and it's in the hands of that goal shooter. She won't miss. Even when she misses, she still scores. It's crazy business. That's going to go up, and they're scoring off an intercept. So that's a 6-point lead, which can easily balloon up to 8 if they get it into the hands of their shooter, which they haven't had much difficulty to do, to be honest. It's going to be contact to the girls of Harties. Oh, turnover. Unlucky stuff. They were so close to getting it into an attacking area, and so Cornwall will fight back. Can they bite back with this fight? Crazy pass from so deep in. Goal defense is fantastic.
And it's another brilliant intercept from the goal defense from Harties. She's not going to let that 6-goal lead go anywhere.
Pass, movement of the ball. It's short movement of the ball, snappy movement of the ball by Harties. They still have the 6-point lead. Only one shot scored in the minute and a half, and she's going to bury it. It's buried. That could be game, and that should be game. Goal shooter with a 100% scoring record in the final. A clutch performance, which gives an 8-point lead. She's going to try and trickle it down to 6, but this is going to be the final possession of the game. With only 3 seconds to go, we're going to have champions of the St. Dunstan's College Easter Festival, and it is Harties with a 35-29 victory to claim the victory.
Yeah, no, Mbendulu, you are definitely right that the goal shooter of Harties, if we were to pick a player of the match, it would be her. She was cool, calm, and composed the whole game, and 100% shooting record. I've never seen that in a high school level. That's brilliant. Cool, calm, and composed to take the win for her team, and congratulations to Harties for a brilliant final and for taking that gold medal. And that is it from us from the St. Dunstan's College Easter Tournament. Harties High School crowned as champions.
There's more happening at the St. Dunstan's Easter College Festival, of course. Rugby happening, hockey happening. Now that the netball is done, feel free to switch over to the other sports. There's commentary there and there's loads of action. Bear Team has been covering you for the past 2 days. What an awesome feature she's done, and what an awesome tournament to come to an end. We'll be back 2027. We'll be doing more of the St. Dunstan's Easter College Festival.